Hey, Super Slot 75 movie reviews with a twist. We're gonna briefly talk about Goosebumps 2. Well, let's just say off the bat, it is not better than the first one, and it is always a an extremely rare occasion that the sequels always are better than the original. This is not the case here as well. I was excited for this one, disappointed in the overall direction they went with this one. So basically, in a nutshell, this focuses on Slappy. The reason why I like the first one so much because it encompassed so many different books, different stories. Because I have a few Goosebumps books myself, and I've read a ton, as me and my siblings have done as well. So I like the fact that it brought in so many different storylines from in the first one. This one focuses mainly on Slappy, and the unwritten first book from R.L. Stine was The Haunted Halloween, to which Slappy, I guess, wanted to create his own ending to sort of speak. So basically, you got the fat kid and his friend. They run a junk pile or junkyard junk scrapping business. They get a phone call to the original R.L. Stine house. They find a trunk with the original Haunted Halloween book. And then they say an incantation, and here comes Scrappy out of nowhere. So then Scrappy's whole deal is he wants to be a family in his sick little twisted, demented way. Fat kid's sister is having a writer's block because she's worried about college application essay. Then there's this side thing with their mom and the store clerk. Okay, so Slappy gets reincarnated, whatever. Slappy goes on a tear. Kids try to stop him. It just didn't work for me. Probably the most disappointing part for me was the characters themselves. Given it's Halloween, all the Goosebumps creatures, I was looking forward to them. Disappointed. Like, remember in the first one where the abominable snowman and the werewolf were prominent characters. They wreaked havoc. They were somewhat of a focal point. This one, they're just relegated to background characters. Like when Scrappy goes into the hardware store and says, "Oh, I missed you, my old friends," and it's a mask of the abominable snowman, and then the werewolf. I'm like, okay, yeah, they're about to wreck shop. They were like literally in this thing for less than 5 minutes, and they were relegated to the background. So subsequently, Fat Kid is working on a Tesla coil project, where he can transmit energy through the air. So Scrappy ends up going to the original Tesla warehouse, and then he wants to basically send the spell to the entire world to basically create Halloween every day under his control. So the third act finds everybody facing down with Scrappy in the Tesla tower, and somehow he gets sucked into the vortex. They reverse the energy, yada yada yada. R.L. Stine shows up at the end. It's too late. The kids are already taking care of it. But the twist is, at the very end, Scrappy survives because that's the way R.L. Stine wrote him. So Scrappy's in R.L. Stine's house. He says, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Well, I'm a survivor. That's how you wrote me this way, and I wrote my own ending to the book." So then he sucks R.L. Stine into one of Scrappy's books, and he says, "Hey, now you get to see how it's like to be a character in your own book." So Scrappy once again prevails. So I guess they're gonna try to do a third one. I don't know. I don't know, unless they go back to the original concept of encompassing all of the or a portion of different Goosebumps themes and storylines. I am not interested in the third Goosebumps movie, so I just wasn't happy with this movie. I was disappointed, actually. I mean, I like Slappy and all. Of course, he's voiced by Jack Black, but Goosebumps is more than Slappy. It's not about Slappy per se. It's about a collection of creepy, scary stories and creepy, scary creatures and villains. That's what made the Goosebumps line or book series so special. This movie kind of missed the point. I think it's trying to, ride the cash cow of Slappy, and I don't care for Slappy like that. I mean, I've seen enough puppet movies, and Slappy is not overtly creepy. Slappy reminds me like a second-rate puppet from the movie Magic. And if all my old heads remember the movie Magic, a late 1970s movie about a ventriloquist dummy that comes to life and possesses his maker and starts killing people. Yeah, it's like that movie. He's like the light version of that particular movie of Magic Light. So that's my review. Super Sly 75 movie reviews with a twist. I'm not happy with Goosebumps 2, but I mean it makes a nice little matinee for your children. Oh, the Three Witches. When they show the Three Witches, I'm like, okay, in the trailers, do you think the Three Witches are gonna really just do something awesome? No, all they did was kidnap the bully and his little friend, and that was pretty much about it. Literally, like 5 minutes of screen time, and then for the most part, all the creatures are like roaming around the Tesla tower. You guys have a good one. Peace.